This week on Moms Like Us, we're breaking down the best celebrity kids' Halloween costumes.
I just think it's so stinking cute. I might have to steal it next year for one of my daughters.
Tony Romo opens up about balancing his busy career with being a dad.
I feel like every wife on earth or mom is going to be like, the balancing act is always 80-20. But then the dad's like, this is totally 50-50.
Plus, did Jen Garner really join Ben Affleck and J-Lo for trick-or-treating?
I mean, as long as they get along, I think it's great. I think it's really important to show the kids that this is okay, that we're not together anymore. And it's okay that, I'm with someone else.
We've got that plus so much more on today's Moms Like Us. Hey everyone, Christina Garibaldi here with Brianne Mans from Stroller in the City, and welcome to Moms Like Us. Brianne, how are you?
I'm doing great. Christina, how are you?
I'm doing good. We have to talk about all of our favorite celebrity Halloween costumes coming up. But first, how was your Halloween?
Yes, our Halloween was great. Definitely different than last year, which was so much fun. Like the kids just love this holiday, and I feel like they like it better when I dress up. So Jason and I both dressed up too. And we had a good day. How about you?
It was okay. I was just telling you before we started, Jana got really sick this Halloween weekend. So we weren't able to go trick-or-treating. She was able to do a trunk or treat at school, which was a lot of fun. They had like a little parade and we dressed up. She was Cinderella and my son Lucas was a little mouse, and we decorated the trunk with all like a Cinderella theme. So that was really cute. But yeah, she got a fever. No, it wasn't COVID, but she got a fever on Saturday and then we couldn't go out on Sunday. So we dressed up at home.
Poor babe. But at least she got to do the trunk or treat. I saw pictures and it was super cute.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And what did your kids dress up as?
So my son went as a Squid Games person, which was kind of horrifying. My husband did the same. My youngest was a witch and my middle one was a hippie.
I love it. They looked fantastic. And you looked great too.
I just literally had a witch hat and I had a black dress and it was fine.
It's fine. You made it work. You made it look great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get to our favorite celebrity Halloween costumes. So we have to kick it off with Penelope Disick. So mom, Kourtney Kardashian, posted this photo of her 9-year-old daughter dressed up as Cher Horowitz and captioned it as if, and we have to say that this is spot on from Clueless. I can't imagine that probably Penelope even knows what Clueless is, but I could be wrong.
I know. I love this though. A friend of mine had her daughter dress up as this as well. And I just think it's so stinking cute. I might have to steal it next year for one of my daughters.
I love when like young, like little girls like dress up as like these like great, like movie characters or like, somebody that is so much older than them. I think it's so cute. I think they did a really good job.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up, Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake got a full Harry Potter treatment for trick-or-treating. JT was Dumbledore, while Jessica was McGonagall. Their son Silas was Harry, and the youngest son Phineas was Harry's pet owl, Hedwig. Can you imagine if JT and Jessica Biel just like showed up at your door for trick-or-treating? No. I think I'd die.
I would literally die. But they always like go all out for Halloween, and they never show pictures of their kids, privacy reasons, but always on Halloween, they always post a great family photo. So I love that they kept the tradition alive this year.
Absolutely.
Totally. Well, Andy Cohen shared this adorable photo with his son, Benjamin, captioning it, "We went to space tonight. Also, he loves lollipops." I love a mom-dad matching costume too.
Me too. I love it. And Neil Patrick Harris takes the award for best family costume again with his take on horror films, with his twins Harper dressed up as Reagan from The Exorcist and Gideon as Chucky. I mean, this is like hilarious.
They like win Halloween every single year. And like, it was funny. I talked to Neil Patrick Harris a couple of weeks ago about it. And he's like, we always have to feel like we have to top ourselves. And like, there's a lot, like now that there's this pressure, but they did this beautiful photo shoot. I think Neil shared some behind the scenes photos and he took the pictures, but they must like spend a lot of money to make this look come to life.
Yes, I know. And I feel like, I mean, people just go all out for Halloween. It's like their thing. Like, I feel like at the beginning of October, I'm like, yeah, we're going to do all this stuff for Halloween. And then like I don't know, October and fall kick in and I'm like, wah. And then I'm scrambling for costumes that were like sold out this year. Like, how do they do it? They have to plan like months in ahead.
They have to plan months in advance. And the fact, I mean, the kids are a little bit older now, but they've been doing this for years and years. The fact that they were able to get their kids to pose together for all these years and look fantastic. I mean, good for them. They always bring it on Halloween and always gives us something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Totally. All right. Well, let's get to the news of the week. And we're sticking with Halloween because Jennifer Garner joined Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez while trick-or-treating with their children. Imagine seeing that going trick-or-treating.
Oh my God. Show up at your door there. I
Seriously. Can't. A source exclusively told Us Weekly everyone's focus was on all of the kids having a great holiday. And Jennifer and Ben had taken their kids out trick-or-treating. And Jennifer later ran into the couple in a gated area. An insider told us all the parents were very civil with each other. Everyone was happy that they could bring the kids together because all the kids get along so well with each other. I mean, what are your thoughts about like trick-or-treating with an ex? But it's so good that they're able to like, you know, bring everybody together and it seems like it's civil and it seems like everybody gets along really well.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do it for the kids. I mean, as long as they get along, I think I think it's great. I think it's really important to show the kids that this is okay, that we're not together anymore. And it's okay that, you know, I'm with someone else, and showing that their mom like accepts that is great, but it's so weird.
It's so weird. It's like also got to be weird, like for your ex-husband to get back with his ex-fiance who he was with before you. Like, it's just so weird.
Right. The whole thing. I'm like, wait, what is happening? What is happening? Because I thought that they were like such an amazing match. And then like, I'm just like, I don't know. When I think of JLo now, I still see like her and A-Rod together.
I do. Well, I think because it was like so sudden, like right after A-Rod, she was dating Ben again. So like everything just happened very, very quickly, but seems like Jennifer and Ben are really happy together and great that they're able to blend their families together too.
Yeah. Good for them. Good for them.
Right.
So Tori Spelling spent Halloween with her 5 children amid rumors that she and Dean McDermott are calling it quits. She posted an Instagram photo of herself posing with its Pennywise along with kids Liam 14, Stella 13, Hattie 10, Finn 9, and Bo 4. She captioned it, "It was our lucky Halloween weekend. We just bumped into Mr. Floats while parking. Georgie was there too. It was a spooky good time." The actress's husband was not pictured in the family photo. Spelling went on to post shots later that evening of herself dressed as a dead bride with a friend. As for McDermott, the actress showed off an X-rated pumpkin wearing a thong via Instagram on Monday, writing, "Just got a notice from the Homeowners Association. I'm no longer allowed to decorate for Halloween. #uptight, #no fun." Last month, a source exclusively told Us Weekly that Spelling wants a divorce from her former Chopped Canada host, but she feels trapped right now. Another insider told us at the time that the couple who wed in 2006 are always on the verge of divorce, explaining that she has been close to leaving Dean many times. She often ends up staying for the kids' sake. Yeah, so what do you think? I mean,
it seems like there's a lot of drama here. Like we know that they had some problems in the past, a few years back. He admitted to having multiple affairs. They went to therapy. They kind of worked through everything. But it seems like based on the reporting that we're getting, that this marriage is kind of hanging on by a thread. And, you know, they're basically trying to make it work for the sake of the kids. But sometimes, I mean, you know, maybe your kids just want to see you happy too. Cause like, you know, if you're like in an unhappy marriage, that kind of, I would imagine probably reflects on the kids too sometimes. So I would imagine that their kids probably just want them to be happy.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. I mean, and the fact that they weren't together for Halloween kind of shows something. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I feel bad. I hope she like, you know, makes some decisions about, you know, what to do.
Yeah, definitely. Because they have been through a lot. I mean, if you ever watched their reality show, it was kind of a tumultuous relationship too. And, you know, they've been through it. So hopefully they kind of figure out their paths either together or separate.
Yeah.
But we wish them the best.
Fingers crossed.
Definitely. All right. Well, our say all moment of the week goes to Lance Bass because he posted the most amazing gift. Oh, I love this so much, for his twins that he received from Bachelor Nation's Ashley I and her husband, Jared. He wrote, "Okay, Ashley and Jared, you win. These mobiles are genius. It makes me even happier knowing your kid has the same one. Maybe we can add this to the next NSYNC merch capsule." So basically it's a mobile made out of the 5 NSYNC dolls, 5 NSYNC dolls on strings in remembrance of their Bye 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 music video video from their No Strings Attached album. I love this so much. I kind of want one.
I know, it is like the most creative gift I've ever seen in my life. It's so cool.
It is so cool. Do you remember any like really creative gifts that you've received?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. There's one actually that it's so funny. We received it when Gemma was born, and it's a picture of like, like a wave on the beach, but it has in sand our names.
Oh, that's cool.
And it has, I guess it was the year that Gemma was born. So it has all of our names, and I just busted it out for our beach house. And I was like, oh my God, now I can finally hang this.
I love that.
But I thought that was really cute and sweet. And like, it's just like a pretty, photo that you can kind of put everywhere.
Definitely. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. That is really cute. I know I'm trying to think of like something that's like super unique, and I really can't. Not something obviously not unique, but something that like was super sentimental. Like one of my really best friends, like, made this like beautiful blanket for my son when he was born, and my mom like stitched the blanket. So not unique, but just definitely sentimental. But I love that Ashley kind of, brought it full circle with the Instinct dolls, and very, very creative idea. I love it so much.
Oh my God. Absolutely. I wonder how long it took to make,
Right. I know. But it should definitely be a part of the Instinct merch going forward.
For sure. Oh my gosh. So in our mom and dad chat this week, we sat down with NFL legend Tony Romo, who opened up about how he balances his career with being a dad. So take a look at this.
Definitely. I mean, you mentioned that you always think that you're going to be playing till 100. I mean, will Tom Brady be playing till he's 100?
Well, he might be the one guy who actually does. I mean, I tell you, if there's anyone who's going to break the 60 barrier in the NFL, he's got this chance, I think.
Totally. I mean, he opened up recently about the difficulty in balancing both football and family. Did you and your wife find that as well? And do you still find that? And how do you do it?
Well, I think we stay, a lot of this too is an off season, right? So it's like, we were in Dallas year round. And so sometimes people travel back and forth from home to workouts, in the off season. Like when you're in season, it's like full-time football, obviously. But in the off season, back when I played, and even now it's way less. I mean, the off season, you're kind of doing what you would normally do for 4 to 6 hours, let's say working out, training, throwing the football, doing stuff. But it's like, you can have family life during that time. If your family and you are in the same area, right? Mm-hmm. But if your family and you got to go fly to New York, and then your family lives in LA, and Monday through Thursday, you got to work out there. I mean, these were things before, but I think they're solving a lot of them. I don't know. It just felt like Tom had kids, I'm going to say he's had them. Well, how old are they? They probably got to be 13 now. I didn't have to go through it a ton. I probably went through it for about 3-4 years. So for me, it was something I could manage. I could see now with the kids scheduling. Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, as they get older, this would be more, because you miss a lot of stuff. Like Saturdays, they got football. There's so much stuff going on. And I think that actually makes sense now. It took me a long time to get there, but yes, I think it would be.
Is it easy for you to do it now? And you guys, kind of figure out, because you're traveling for work too. So do you guys kind of, figure out a schedule, and, kids got to be here, I'm going to be there. And it's like a balancing act.
It's totally a balancing act. And, I feel like every wife on earth, their mom is going to be like, the balancing act is always 80-20. Mm-hmm. But then the dad's like, this is totally 50-50. I completely think it's 50-50 here. But I think I have a job that allows me to be every Monday through Thursday, sometimes on Fridays, just with the kiddos. So it's like, I'll drop them off, let's say 2 days a week. Candace drops them off, let's say 3 days, sometimes 4, sometimes me 3. But then I go in, work out, do the stuff on my back. I'll go, hit some golf balls. And then when the kids get back, it's like WrestleMania 3 at the house. I got 3 boys, 9, 7, and 4. My wife, she loves to cook. It's like, she really enjoys it, and she's a great cook. And so it's really nice. I didn't realize how important that was, because she's so clean with it, and does such a great job. I think the boys and me are fortunate. And I'm the dad who's playing and doing everything. I'll take the boys to their practices, pick them up, and then come home, play, and bedtimes we share duties. But I love it. I think it's really enjoyable. I think it's such a gift to be able to have this, experience and to be in this part of my life right now. It's joyful.
Totally. Are your boys interested in football?
Yeah, oh yeah. They love sports. They love football. I mean, they're interested in tackling each other a lot. So whatever form that is, they're interested.
Are you going to let them play?
I'm going to let them play. I think I'm going to wait, for tackle football, for a little bit older, just because, I have some thoughts on it, not that they're right or wrong. Just, sometimes I feel like personally, I know I'm going to get a lot of pressure from the boys. They're going to want to do it at a very young age. Like right now, even it's like you're 9 and 7. It's like, we're going to wait a little bit.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. I mean, he's not playing football anymore, but he's still commentating. So he's gone every single weekend, probably like studying film all the time. So it's got to be difficult, but it seems like his wife holds down the fort as well.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, our mom's getting real moment goes to Mandy Moore. The actress noticed that her husband, Taylor Goldsmith, made parenting look easy when their son, Gus, arrived back in January. She told Parents Magazine, once that initial wave of new parent euphoria sort of wore off, when the chaos of those early weeks start to wane and the extra support we had in the beginning started tapering off, the reality of being a mom was suddenly front and center. It was scary, like, oh, wow, now the onus is on me. Do I know what I'm doing? And I watched my husband effortlessly step into it. She recalled that Taylor could get Gus to go to sleep and to laugh while she felt a little clumsy and a little awkward. She further explained that I felt a lot of shame and a lot of guilt, but friends told me, find some grace and patience for yourself and know that all of this is new. Suddenly we glided into a new phase and Gus preferred me to my husband, and it's going to change again. It's a roller coaster. Now, despite the help from her friends, she said that she initially struggled to figure out how to include them in her postpartum journey. She said, I honestly felt a little forgotten and lost. I guess I expected friendships to be maintained. When you have a child, the world, as you know, it shifts in such a profound way. And for the most part of everyone was waiting when I came up for air. But I've also found that some friendships have seasons. So it's become important for me to reach out to new friends on social media. I think that's really an interesting take. And I think it's really, it's true. It's true. I mean, friendships do kind of, just depending on what stage you are at in your life. Like if your kids are a little bit older, if you're a little bit younger, if you don't have kids, your friendships kind of take on this new role, I guess, in your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally went through this when I first had Ryder. I had some friends that, weren't there. They weren't married yet. They didn't have kids yet. They just, didn't understand. While I also have some friends that were going through the same thing, but stayed around and was like, hi, I'm like the fun aunt and how can I help you and stuff like that. But yeah, it goes in waves, friendships. And it definitely depends on what stage you are in your life for sure.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. I find that a little bit too, because some of my friends have, kids that are older than my kids, and they're starting to, they're hanging out at soccer and things like that. Well, we're still changing diapers, but it, like you said, it's just the stage of your life, and eventually it all comes together. Or like Mandy said, friendships kind of come in seasons.
Yeah. I think it's about the effort that you put into it, really, and depends on both ends, your end and your friend's end.
Definitely. I mean, I thought it was interesting too, what she said, like some things that her husband does better than she does. Do you remember in the baby stage, was there something that like your kids gravitated towards more when your husband did it rather than you did it?
Yeah, he was always a pro at like changing diapers. Like he wanted to get in there and be like, I'm a dad that can change a diaper, as opposed to the opposite. And I was always like, oh wow, like he's good like that.
Totally. You're like, you could take the diapers, take them.
Yeah. Like even now, like my assistant comes over with her 3-month-old, which I'm like completely like, obsessed with this baby. And my husband just like, he's like, I'll take him for you while you guys like go shoot that thing. And he's like walking around with him like a football. And it's really cute. It's
That's
really
adorable.
Cute.
That is adorable. Yeah. I love that so much.
It's so sweet. Okay, so this week's clapback goes to expectant mom Michelle Branch. The singer defended her decision to dress up as Jesus' pregnant mother, Mary. When the singer first posted a photo of her outfit via Instagram, she wrote, I swear I didn't sleep with anyone. In the social media upload, the Arizona native cradled her baby bump in a white dress, a blue shawl, and a crown of stars. While many of the songwriter's followers voiced their support for the costume, calling it brilliant and genius, others were upset. So sorry to see you mock her. Personally, I considered it disrespectful. Farewell, one user wrote, while another added, this is blasphemy. The Grammy winner subsequently posted an update to a caption writing, for those of you who are offended, chill out. I was raised Catholic. I meant it as no disrespect. She's the patron saint of expected mothers and safe childbirth, and I thought it would be the perfect costume for a pregnant me to waddle around in. I dressed up as Saint Rose of Lima for her feast day in Catholic school. I don't see how dressing up as Mary for Halloween is any different. I mean, do you find I don't even know what to say.
I don't either. I don't want to offend anyone. I mean, she did look beautiful. I mean, we could go with that. She did look beautiful. I do understand why some people might be offended, but it is Halloween. I mean, it is the time where you can kind of take certain risks with things. But yes, I mean, I'm sure she probably expected that some people would be offended by this.
Absolutely. And I can see both sides. I can see some people laughing hysterical, thinking this is hilarious. But she says, she was raised Catholic and, Mary is the patron, she's for safe childbirth. You know what I mean? So I guess, I don't know, maybe a little poor taste. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Knew that she was going to drum up some comments, but but I mean, I guess she was trying to think of a creative way to dress her bump, and that's what she went with. Also, where's Michelle Branch been? I know. It's kind of good to see her. Wish it was under different circumstances, I guess.
Right. Exactly.
Totally. Well, Brianne, thank you so much for running down all things moms with me. It was a fun Halloween week. I feel like the celebrities really brought it this year because, everybody was under quarantine last year. So it's nice to see everybody kind of back in trick-or-treating and getting into the Halloween spirit.
Absolutely. And I'm taking notes that I'm going to start planning my costume next year, in August.
Now, right? Yes.
Right now.
I know. But now we got to start planning for the holidays, which is crazy to me.
Oh my God. It's coming so soon. It's coming at full force, you guys. I can't even handle it.
Yes, I know. Start your shopping now. All right. Well, thanks, Brianne. And thanks to all of our guests. And make sure to check in with Moms Like Us every Wednesday on Us Weekly's YouTube channel. Listen to our podcast. Keep commenting, keep subscribing, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.